Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you on this Wednesday night. We have breezy conditions across the valley. Temperatures are on their way up. Now we're going to see a little bit of everything. Some record highs, temperatures that could drop way below freezing for some areas, and a chance of some sprinkles. It's all coming up next with a look at Milton as well in your forecast right here.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, Robert Gibb and Sons. Hey, do you have yourself a commercial project that you're interested in getting done and getting done right? Call my friends at Robert Gibb and Sons. Keep them in mind. For over 100 years, they've provided quality service with quality equipment by quality technicians. All right, let's take a look at our latest satellite view across the area. We do have a batch of clouds working the way from the Pacific Northwest, Calgary, all the way down into northern parts of California right now. And here's Milton, just off the shore of Florida. Wave heights, as I've basically updated on my national channel over there on YouTube. Well, showing that we've got 11-foot waves being measured by buoys just offshore. That system is pretty nasty at this particular time. Now, as is always the case, I love having your word, so drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. If you have a question, I'm always here to answer that. And it does look like there's a chance of rain. It does not look like a lot, but I'll give you the very latest. Let's get down onto what's going on now in our region. We do have some showers moving into the Pacific Northwest. They're pushing into the mountains of western Montana. Now, ahead of this storm system, southerly winds keeping things warm, and it's just southerly flow that tomorrow could bring some near record temperatures our way. On the other side, the complete opposite side of the nation right now, as we take a look at the satellite imagery, infrared, showing that the center of the storm just off the coast of Florida right now. Here's a look at the latest radar, which allows us to see that we do have areas that are getting very close to that eye right now. So it looks like it's a little bit accelerated as far as when this system is going to make landfall. Some of the models I saw earlier today were showing this to be more towards midnight. It may still be pretty late here as we go through. Local time out there is 6:30. The center of the eye is getting ever so much closer to Port Charlotte out there and Sarasota. It looks like that is the area of concern. We do have very heavy rain in towards Tampa. Tornadoes have been ravaging much of the area as we've gone through the day. And in fact, an active tornado warning does continue right now as well. We're expecting those storm surge levels to reach fairly high values. Here is a look at the very latest with regards to some buoy readings that we have off the shores, as well as ships. So this is giving us temperatures. Let's go ahead and take a look at the wind gusts right now. We have 58 to 72 mile per hour gusts. So we're getting close to hurricane force winds right now, making its way into the area just south of Sarasota near Venice. So that's where some of the strongest winds are right now, Venice. Now, as we back up just a pinch, let's take a look at what we have as far as the wave heights go. And this is where I was seeing, there we go, 15 feet now and 17-foot waves being churned up by the winds of Milton right now. That at latest measurement was a Category 4 storm. Let's see if we've got the latest on Milton right here, and let's go with the best track data. And it does look like the last measurement was a Category 4, 132 mile per hour winds out there, moving northeast at 16 to 19 miles per hour. And look at the gusts, 161 mile per hour winds along and around the eye of the hurricane. Flood warnings taking place in Tampa, moving all the way out towards Haines City, Winter Haven, and Lakeland as well. Seeing that Kissimmee as well as Titusville getting a lot of rain out there in those particular areas. All right, let's get to your forecast and see if we got any questions here. Leora, thanks for joining. What time? Central time? What time would the Aurora charging around? Okay. And watching from down by Shanley. Good to have all of you on board. I'm trying to catch up with a couple of questions here. So essentially, let's take a look at our area as we have very quiet weather in our neck of the woods. I'll turn off the buoy and airplane data that we have on the surface right now, and we'll go with our forecast for our region. And to do that, I'm going to load up a look at the latest with regards to a forecast model to show us some of the intricacies of our forecast moving forward. So to do that, let me see, here we go. We'll look at clouds and radar, because if there's a question about Aurora, we'll go ahead and get to that here momentarily as well. And let's talk a little bit about our modeled forecast. Okay, let's turn off all of these digits. And let's take a look at not total precipitation. Let's go with reflectivity and clouds. Sorry, I have to reload this up. I was looking at hurricane stuff here moments ago. So let's get the cloud cover in here so we can kind of take a peek. Now we're going to load this up here, and while this is loading, we'll go ahead and discuss a couple of things that are going to be changing and what you need to know in our forecast. Number one, here's the cold front that you see out to the far west. And as we take a look at that cold front, it is basically poised out to the west and will be moving our way as we go through the day tomorrow. We have what's called prefrontal warming in areas before the front gets here. We're going to see some nice warm flow, and it'll be gusty at times from the south and southwest, and those winds going to bolster temperatures to near record highs. In Fargo, 86 is the record high. In Grand Forks, both the airport and at the National Weather Service office, 86 is the record high. Closer to 80 degrees out in Park Rapids. So it does look like we'll have a shot at a few areas of seeing those high temperatures hit or be very close to record highs. And again, as this system works its way through, tomorrow the cold front will be pushing in. By the time we get to Friday, big time changes. So this is why we're going to go from record highs to some freezing weather in our forecast as we go through. So let's go ahead and get started with today. Let's zoom into our area as we get a little bit closer. You'll see that the impacts tonight are very minimal with regards to any clouds. But by the time we get to the morning hours, let me put the model time on here so you can see that more clearly. By the time we get the wee hours of the morning, the clouds will be checking in from north to south, and that's going to effectively cut off any viewing of the aurora for many of us if there is indeed a chance at seeing that. Now, as we take a look at the morning forecast, we're going to see increasing clouds from west to east, and our wind will be increasing from the southwest, and that's going to bring the warmth out there. Those afternoon temperatures near 80 to 85 for many in the southern valley, the northern valley. The coolest weather will be approaching from the northwest, where our neighbors in Canada, Winnipeg, points north towards Lake Winnipeg, having a chance at seeing some scattered showers of rain. So our best rain chance does not come on your Thursday night, and in fact not even on Friday, but here it comes as we go Friday night late and into Saturday. Low pressure rolling out of the Rockies will move through and kick off a few showers. This is not a moisture-rich system at all, folks. This is going to bring some light showers of rain as we go through your day on Saturday here in the valley. Hit and miss showers is the way it looks right now. Maybe a rumble of thunder, but much cooler air is going to be on the backside of this particular system. So here's what you need to know about your temperatures in your area for tonight. It does look like the coolest air once again behind Hutch's Big Melon back here, and that'll be at those 40s up there in the Arrowhead of Minnesota. As we look elsewhere, we're going to see temperatures here in the valley near 50 degrees. Not a lot of wind, but it will be south or southeasterly. Temperatures out to the west will be ranging from near 50 to 55 degrees, and that's your morning on Thursday. Okay, here's a look at those high temperatures. Notice the best chance at some near record highs will be not far from Fargo and into parts of Lakes Country. Now, there is a chance we could see a couple places jump up a little bit higher. Several models are going with that. However, I'm going to stick with those low to mid 80s for our area, and it does look like we'll see some gusts of around 25 to 30 miles per hour, increasing clouds cutting things off. Look at the temperatures fall back into the 70s in the Central Dakotas, Minot, Bismarck, Dickinson, all the way out towards Williston, 67 degrees your temperature there. As we take a peek at those forecasts, and the changes in that forecast look like this as we go through. But first, understanding storm surge down in the Gulf. Let me talk about that a little bit too. As we have temperatures that are going to, winds that are going to be driving those waves. As we saw, there were upwards of 15 to 17 feet high off the shore of Florida right now. So if you think about the area of, or the height of an average building out there, and you have a 17-foot wall of water coming your way, that is why they have issued all of these evacuation orders across much of Florida. This would really be higher than most houses could offer protection from, and it will take maybe days for some rescue folks to get their way into those areas. So here's what you need to know with regards to your 7-day planner. We're going to go from 83 in Fargo, your record high 86 as mentioned, down 20 degrees on Friday. A big slap in the face as we go through. Those winds will become northwesterly. Increasing clouds will keep us in a shower chance on Saturday. It looks gray. The best chance of rain of any significance of around 1/10 or 2/10 of an inch could be up to the north. That's the way it looks to me, and out into Minnesota. After that, look at the cold take hold, folks. We're going to see temperatures continue to fall, slip, slide away down into the 40s by your Monday. That is unhot. It will be sunny, however. And speaking of unhot, our first hard freeze with temperatures that will be below freezing for several hours, likely to occur on your Tuesday morning. This is in Fargo. It's time to start making plans for those plants, getting those hoses prepped for the freeze that is coming our way. Again, next week, Hutch has given you that heads up, a Hutch's heads up, we'll call it, right here, of a 25-degree start to your day on Tuesday. Okay, let's see if there's any questions, but if not, it does look like, hey, sharing, thanks very much for sharing and passing the word that Hutch is here doing weather. You can also check out the latest in the forecast on hutchesweather.com. One of the cool things about old hutchesweather.com is this. And this is what I like to see when we go to hutchesweather.com. And that's the fact that when I do get over there, if I could find the right button here, I apologize. When I'm live, you can see it online. So if you don't have Facebook, tell a friend who doesn't have Facebook. If they say, I don't have Facebook, well, guess what? You can get the live updates right here on Hutch's Weather. If you missed the live, they're listed down below for you. And again, fall colors in all their glory in North Dakota and Minnesota. Your photos have been fantastic, and you can upload them right here on the website. Keep my fine sponsors in mind, each and every one of them. As we take a look, though, down below, this is one of the fun things that you can do. That's sign up to be a Hutch's Weather Kid. Hutch has been weather kidding since, well, for 27 to 28 years. That's 27 to 28 years and nearly 1,000 weather kids here in the region. Well, I've had a little chance to pass on some of my just, awe-inspired look at meteorology and science to area students. Do you have a student who'd be interested in helping old Hutch figure out the weather? Click on this button. You can sign up today or stop by my fine sponsors at Luther Family Ford and check it out right there. But here's where you go to upload your photos and to share your photos and look at some of these that have been passed along today. And again, thank you so very, very much for uploading these photos to Hutch's Weather. Shares them with everybody around. You can see those northern lights were just absolutely stunningly beautiful once again. And here we have a caterpillar out there. BA, thank you very much for sharing this. This is Big Rivers Regional Park Trail, it looks like, and the fuzzy old caterpillars are out there. I think everybody's going to be looking for things to keep warm. Unbelievable. We'll go from record or near record temperatures tomorrow in the mid 80s to the 20s by the time we get to your Tuesday morning. Check this out. This is, what is this, Poplar, Montana? Well, it says Poplar, central Minnesota weather. Poplar. Okay, so central Minnesota, look at the skies there. Absolutely stunning colors overhead. And again, those northern lights have been very vibrant lately. And so have the fall colors. Check this shot out here, shared by Julia of the Detroit Lakes area. Looks like those trees are just wide-ranging colors right now. And a quick look at the latest from the folks over there at the Department of Natural Resources does show. Let's go ahead and look at the fall colors together. This is right from my page. You can get this anytime you click on the fall color report. And the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources says that the red areas here, the light red areas, are peak fall colors. All of our northwest Minnesota counties into Lakes Country, that's all of Becker, much of Otter Tail County, in that peak range right now. So if you do get shots, we all appreciate you taking the time to upload those to us right here. But for now, that is a look at your weather. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. We have Milton. Our prayers go out to those folks in Florida. If you have family or relatives down there, hopefully they have been amongst those who have taken the orders if they live in the affected area to evacuate. I'm checking for any questions here and seeing if there's any more. But for now, it does look like we have. Oh, thank you, BA. I do appreciate your show of support. Passing the good word that Hutch is doing the weather here. Liking these videos helps get it out to more people by the algorithms. And I do got to tell you what, if you hit the follow button, you'll get some notifications of when I'm going live. But if you don't happen to get it, check out hutchesweather.com for the very latest. Until next time, can't wait to talk to you again a little later tonight with an update on everything Milton and our weather coming up a little bit later. Until then, have a wonderful hump day evening.